So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in this episode I want to talk about Invoker basic tutorial. So it's all about Invoker. We're gonna talk about the skill, how the quas works, exhort, and the item builds that I have, and also the combo. So yeah, let's jump into it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is Invoker skill. So Invoker has three main skills. First one is Quas. Quas is health regeneration, and also it increases strength passively per level. Second one is Wax. Wax has attack speed and movement speed, and also it increases agility per level passively. And Exhort increases damage, also intelligence passively per level. Now about the spells, the Invoker has 10
proceed.
The first one is 3 Quas.
Spherical sorcery.
It makes the enemy stun, and it keeps stunning them as long as they take damage. Just like that.
Forthwith.
So you can see here the freeze duration, the cold snap duration, and the freeze cooldown. What is the freeze cooldown does? It is the delay between each freeze, each stun. And the second one is Ghost Walk. Oops.
Behold!
This is just literally you go to
Hindergast.
That's it. By upgrading Wax, you get movement speed. By upgrading Quas, you get enemy slow.
Concentration.
So if the enemy tries to move when you're in Ghost Walk, they get slowed. And the next is Ice Wall.
Ready.
Ice Wall is slows enemies while dealing damage over time. But the setup can be a bit difficult because it spawns 90 degrees in front of you. So you need to very accurate for fastest. And fourth is EMP. EMP burns the mana of the enemy. See here, it just burns and it steals the mana. You see? If EMP drains mana from an enemy hero, Invoker gains 50% of the mana drain. So it's like mana steal.
Thus and so.
Second
from the arcanery
is Tornado. Tornado is like ew. It lifts and it's banishing. You can't attack them, you can't damage them, you cannot stun them.
Away hence.
It's just like ew. Here, it's the same. Next, moving on is Elastic. Elastic gives an ally more attack speed and bonus damage. So with this, the damage increases, and also the attack speed increases.
Unto battle.
Now this is going to be the final one. Now moving on, Sunstrike. Sunstrike is a delayed single area burst damage. So you can put them anywhere on the map. It has unlimited range, but the problem is it has a delay on it. So it's not going to kill a person if you just aiming here. So effectively, you want to put this in front of
incineration.
And next is Force Spirit. It spawns to unit that lowers the armor. You see armor reduced. See right here, reducing. So it's like they have this
Orbs light my path.
but it's stackable. So the more they hit, the more armor they're going to reduce. And the next one is Chaos Meteor, but it has a big delay.
Yes.
So this thing is away and take minimal damage from the burn.
With speed.
And the next one is Deafening
Witness
Blast.
true
Fast
sorcery.
with sword, and it pushes enemies and also disarms them, so they cannot attack. They are
Over
disarmed.
yon.
So the best way to use a couple of these spells, for example,
Away
Tornado,
hence.
you want to use it when the enemy is trying to escape. So don't use it when the enemy is trying to
Spell
beat
I
them.
will remember.
Do that, the enemy will just don't feel anything. You could do that, but the enemy does have a
Such
chance to
tedium.
escape. If they're stunned, then you can just go
Fury
for
abounds.
Meteor, or help them with
The
a cold
power.
snap, or Sword Spirit,
Known only
or
to an
EMP
incantation
whatsoever.
long remembered.
And if you think that they're low enough,
Master's mandate of impetuous strife.
you can go for
Hark's incantation.
X.
First blood. As indeed I am first in everything.
So that's the 10 spell Invoker has.
I
It's quite
proceed.
simple, just that you need to have a fast
My
hand
mind
to
drawn from deep within. A witch plucked from the arcane. Did I miscast?
Okay, so now moving on for the item build. So for the item builds, the item builds that I use daily is the first in the early game you buy Null, Orn, and Arcane. It's just like this. And for the next item, I usually go for Orchid, Aghanim, and Lincoln,
Scepter. Another sphere.
and I might sell this and buy some Aeon Disc. And if you need more room, you could make the Scepter Blessing so it does not take inventory, and buy a couple of useful items like Blink Dagger
Blink
or
dagger.
Gleipnir could work, so it like roots the enemy, so you can do Sunstrike, and I'll show you. So for example, I buy Gleipnir,
Behold.
could Gleipnir the enemy, do that, silence the enemy, and also it gives more damage, agility, strength, and also intelligence, so it's good, but it depends, because if the enemy goes BKB, then you go,
Of course.
then that's bad. And also, talking about items, item that counters Invoker so much is BKB. Once the enemy activates
Forward.
BKB, Invoker cannot do anything. Not even Ice Wall
Enemies
effective.
need killing.
Not even Tornado is effective. So if your enemy goes BKB,
Hither I
just
go.
remember to run. You have Ghost Wall and other escaping spell. So this is roughly my build, and if you don't need the Orn, you could just sell it, replace it. And Shard, you could buy it, and it's up to you when to buy the Shard, but it's effectively increasing the damage output on team fight, because it's going to have 3 Meteor, and combining that with your Blast, it's going to have some serious damage in team fight. But the build can be varied. I saw some people that use face boots and use Hands of Midas. Where is it? This one, Hands of Midas, and they use a couple of Shifa and Hex. But the main thing that most people use is Orchid. Orchid, Aghanims, is common for people to use them, but the builds can be very weird according to your playstyle. There's
As
some
needs
people that
be.
playstyle is Wex Exhort,
The power.
so they go this and they go this and they stun them when they go down. So that could go well with the Meteor Hammer. Even
well
Meteor
aware.
Hammer could work. Like you Tornado and you put the Meteor down, they get stunned, and you all go like that. There's other interesting stuff with this. Everything could work, even Sangayasha. You could use Sangayasha, for example, and combine it with your allows you to make great physical damage. And Echo Lotus Orb, if you are up against, Disablers or Lincoln, you could use. But I roughly use only this build. The Gleipnir, if you don't like it, you can change it with the Octarine Core for more cooldown reduction on spells. Or you can go for a Fresher for a combo that if you have like Tide Hunter and all that stuff, you can go for like this. You can go for that combo that does some serious damage in team fight, and that also helps too. And yeah, there's many things that work for Invoker, but couple things that don't work. Shadow Blade, like you have your own invisible skill, you don't need to buy this. But rather than that, almost everything could work. But Invoker only needs intelligence and mana regen, so buying Lincoln, buying Aghanim could help his mana, because if I turn off his free spell and I combo, you see the mana depletes, but it's not quite, because I have all this intelligence item. This one intelligence, this one have intelligence and mana regen, this one plus mana bling, and this one 2 plus mana and this mana regen. So it's not that I have no mana, but Invoker really needs mana. So if you want to Sangyasha, I suggest you only use a last 3 and Cold Snap if you want to combo somebody, because how the mana is going to deplete so quickly.
I'll keep it in mind.
For example, if I sell all of this, if I sell all of this,
well away,
and I do one more combo, you see how the mana just depletes? It goes up because I have the EMP. But if I do not have the EMP, mana can go down really fast. You see, I'm already at half mana. So all the item that you want to make is giving Invoker enough mana to do combo, and that cooldown reduction could also work, which Octarine Core has, and also it gives more mana, and mana regen also gets ring for it. So the build can be it's according to your playstyle, how you play Invoker, but my style is Aghanim, Orchid, Lincoln, and Refresher. That is the 4 main item for my build. The shoes I use is Arcane, because in the early game Invoker really struggles with mana, so having Arcane boots can really help the mana in
such tedium,
because most of your teammates sometimes do not buy mana regen or Arcane boots. They only go for damage, power threats, and not this. So that's my build, but other build could work, like Shifa's Guard and Bling Dagger. You go Bling and Shifa and Ice Wall, try this, and can work. It's just that you understand your combo, you understand what you want to do with Invoker. Everything could work. So that's the item build. Moving on to combo. Okay, next up I want to talk about the combo. Now the combo could be very interesting. There's a lot of combos that could work, and you can pair them with your teammate to make more of a damage. So the basic combo that Invoker I use recently and very often is Tornado, EMP, Meteor, and your Slow Blast and Ice Wall. Now this combo gives a lot of damage, but it's not that good against like tank, because if they activate blade mail, they could just take all the damage while you will suffer.
Avowedly.
Now, how to do it is you make tornado and EMP at 2 slots, and then you will tornado the enemy and immediately put down the EMP. So it goes like this. So when it comes down, it gets the EMP on.
Fine.
Just like this. You put down it immediately, and when it comes down, it gets EMP. And the next, after they got lift and EMP, you want to switch to Meteor. So when they come down, they get Meteor. But how the timing works is a bit straight. So you need to like, this delay, impact delay is 1.3 seconds, while the tornado is 2.6 seconds of lift time. So you gotta like the half of the duration. So you get 1 now. See, like that. So you just like in the middle, the half of the duration. And once you got the meteor, you just go quas once and just invoke, and you got the deafening blast to match with the combo you got. See, just quas after the turn. For the meteor, you just cast a 1 quas and you just go invoke, and it makes yourself a deafening blast.
Unto battle.
And if you want to go with teammate, especially if they have an area of status, stuns every enemy. So you could go for Sunstrike and Meteor. So once they ult the enemy, you can go like this. Some kind of like that. You could go something like that. It can go also with Tide Hunter, Trian Protector. It just needs for them to be stopped in place while you use your Sunstrike. You see, that deals so much damage. In the early game combo, like when you only got like 6 levels and stuff, you can go for Cold Snap and Tornado. Now the timing is gonna be super different from the late game, because how the Tornado, every time Quas is upgraded, it increases the time it lifts. So for my strategy in early game is just do everything simultaneously. So that is the strategy. Like the impact delay is 1.3. If the tornado quas is at level 3, then you got 1.35 seconds of lift time, which is you hit the tornado and you just immediately chaos meteor them.
Such tedium.
And why cold snap in the early, the first spell is going to cold snap, because it gives Invoker or you to land the tornado perfectly, so they get stunned before they can run. So that's it. And for other combos without the tornado, you can do, for example, like this. You can do that, and that's why I cast 2 meteor, because there's a pressure overhead. So that could work. And what else other combo? I guess with a couple of items. The meteor I already showed you guys. You just go whoosh, then you go hammer. Oops, I cancelled it. Let's try it again. So you lift them and you do this. And you do that and you do this. That is like the solo 1v5 combo that you could practice. It's not hard, it's just a bit long than other combo that I've shown you. And if you want to do it with a single target, you could also combo with a Scythe of Vice and Fortune. So you tornado them, you do this, and you do this, and you silent, and you hex them. You ice wall, and that's also a combo involving the items.
To the enemy.
Like that. For the team fight, you can do the Meteor, the Sunstrike. Make sure you got the Aghanim Scepter. If not, it will be not very effective. For example, like that, and you just only put one Sunstrike. The damage is going to be spread evenly on the enemies hit, so it's not going to be super big damage. What you want to do is have the Aghanim Scepter ready. So like that. Oh, yeah, that's wrong. So you can have very large Sunstrike, so that the damage you can deal is a lot. So that's basically the combo I use. And also there's one more combo in the early game that you can use, is Blast and Meteor and called Snappy. It does not do a lot of damage against tanky hero, but it can do for taking a bit of their health while landing in the mid lane. So that's the build, that's everything, the basic tutorial. Only this video is only made for the basic. There's nothing more specific about laning and other stuff that Invoker has in ability. I'm just only going to talk about the common thing that Invoker player needs to know, like for combos and that. And one more thing, if the enemy is being hit, do not ever tornado, because it cannot be hit. What you wanna do is maybe give the thief Velocity, or maybe cold snap it, so when they hit it, you can give more damage out. Maybe you can disarm them, for example like this guy, disarm and give tornado, or give ice wall would be good, so that there's more damage output and guaranteeing a hero. See, like that. Invoker can also be a support, which all the status effects will give plenty of status. So yeah, that's everything. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like it, and if you do, click that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.